Hours pass, staring off, mindless, motionless. Confusion is a state of vulnerability, weakness a sign of prolonged indecision, and stagnation is the result of fear.
A fear relying blindly on a higher power to guide us, structure us, feed us. A fear relying blindly on a higher power for meaning and purpose.
My personal life has no place on stage, but the stage has a place for my thoughts, and I made it that way out of necessity for my sanity. It clearly disgusts me, but it's been an act of salvation. Mine is holy scriptures in the almighty Word of God. G-O-D. Yes, the almighty transcendental being used as our ultimate excuse not to bear responsibility for one another, as we lay bathing in a salty quagmire of tears, caught in our own stagnant evolution. Where do we go from here as we hurt each other while nailing ourselves to the cross? Now that's very dramatic.
Saying nothing, yet everything at the same time. Don't spill the beans. Hush, hush, little one. Words serve no purpose in the end. Wet your finger and put it inside of me. Grind raw language, then pull it out of me slowly. Sarcasm. I admire as it rolls from the tip of your tongue down the back of my throat. Don't forget to swallow, all in the name of love. Sweet nothings become trivial. My legs wrapped tightly around your waist, thrusting. Knowledge. Deeper. God only knows I need to learn. Say a prayer for me, Daddy, and ride me home, barebacked if you're dirty. Words stop here as your fingers fill my mouth. I eat your fist, all in the name of solidarity. Peace only comes when we share. I flip you over and crawl up your back. Mama wants to learn how to walk. Seduction requires patience. Patience requires itself. I roll off your back as you sigh in relief. A happy customer is a satisfied customer. My job is done here.
I'm on edge. And I worry often because the darker side of my psyche has always been the most interesting one, but it's a dangerous place. A place one shouldn't stay too long, paralyzing in effect, a distance too far from reason where conceptual thoughts flourish while my physical being is numb. A personal handcrafted prison, a state of isolation, a kinetic fortress. It's a state of being I could never fully describe with words, so I'm forced to go deeper, diving into the visceral, hoping that the people around me will go along for the ride. But who has to really care about my feelings? No one. I loathe the stage. I despise it, especially when it's manipulated and transformed into one's own personal therapy. A catharsis at the expense of the audience. Hey everyone, take a look at my neuroses. Hey everyone, take a look at my dysfunctional family. Hey everyone, take a look at my midlife crisis. Now that's dramatic unto itself. Hey everyone. Realism is every day. Every day outside of the theater, and yet it is most ignored. I've yet to understand this need in people to see themselves, a reflection of themselves, identifying with fictional characters on a stage. Most people live their whole lives not knowing who their neighbors are. Never talking to the person at the corner store, the same corner store they go to every morning, day after day, month after month, year after year. But yet we find ourselves going to a place where we sit idly in the dark, looking out, reaching out toward the light, searching for ourselves, as if our daily routine numbs our sensation of being, our consciousness of existence. Refusing to see ourselves in the eyes of another, we seek out this place, a refuge to remind us that we exist, that we are valid. Or is it all nonsense? pure nonsense? Or is it simply good old narcissism? And for myself, well, I'm simply a hypocrite. Aren't I a hypocrite? Hypocrisy? Angry? Me? Angry me, oh my sister, must you ask? Wallowing, crying, boo-hoo-hoo, chug-a-lug-lug, there go all my woos. Dribbly, drippy, drip, there they go, back down into the flask. Midday drunken stupor, angry me, must you ask? Answer is I must dare speak, and who are you to pick thy brain? See a show once and you know who's worthy, damn unholy critical acclaim. The pompous amateur challenging my ability and my clunkety-clunky climb to fame. Oh, there is plenty of shame, must you ask? A shim-sham imposter, wham-bam, thank you, ma'am. Bend me over once, bend me over twice, but when it's 3, I look on perplexed as you ask. Angry me? I'm feeling like I should be embarrassed by this display of an awkward character. I sit here wondering, have I been a hypocrite or possibly something worse? No, I am an artist, and my conflict is mainly with content, not with people. You see, words tend to lack a visceral cohesion, while music lacks the specifics of a meaning, and subjectivity is always a factor. What one will love, the other will hate, as with everything in life. There must always be a balance. Inevitability demands a compromise. Yeah, inevitability demands a compromise. I sit back on the subway and watch people get on and off. I wonder about their lives, their stories. I'll sit out on my fire escape, listening to every sound, every step, and every voice. It's life. It's life happening in real time. Moments passing simultaneously, free from captivity. No snapshots, no recordings, no replays. No replays. Now that's a concept.
Flashing lights, the sun, church bells, it is noon. The bells tell me that I'm not awake. I sleep still, hoping to awake without memory. How I wish for a new day, a new world. Dreaming, my reality is confused and I'm saddened. Why is it or is it not this way? One man's trash is another man's treasure, and I hold onto all my simple pleasures, praying that I do not appear selfish. I sleep long, restless hours. I miss my lover. I miss my innocence. I miss my yesterday.
On and on and on. I'm bored. With myself. Pondering life with poised self-doubt. What a farce. What a phony. My time is split into milliseconds, and my mind is split into a million different directions. I have so much to say, yet I don't know how to say any of it. Self-doubt is a curse, my friends. If it is not conquered in childhood, it will become a lifelong plague. A slow death for any sense of accomplishment. Now that's dramatic, but it's my painful truth. I don't know how I got here, and I could spend all my remaining years trying to figure it out, but I won't because I refuse. Heed the warning.
The fortification of the mind is a serious offense committed by oneself to oneself.
Alone, I need to be in a white room with 4 padded walls locked up temporarily so I can think undisturbed. Yeah, I have thoughts and images I can't explain to anyone, not even myself. So I keep on imagining them and thinking them. I write them down. Scribbles, doodles. Yeah, I try to show them and share them, but I can't justify who I am and what it is I do, and I cannot be forced to justify the work I make. I write words and music, music and words, 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 words and music. Kinetic Fortress, created and produced by J.Maffia, featuring the voices of actors John Roquet and Jenna Nekrasin.